Welcome back to day 6. Traffic tactics is today's lesson, and traffic is what makes making money possible. You guys could spend a lot of time, you can have great content, you can have your marketing funnel all set up, you can have your web page monetized, but without traffic, okay, you guys aren't going to make any money. You're not going to create any new leads for your business. You're not going to have any prospects. So this is what makes the business complete, basically. And I'm going to teach you guys some traffic tactics in today's lesson. Let's talk about traffic mentality. A lot of people who are struggling probably don't have the right traffic mentality. If you're going to spend time and money gaining traffic, you want to make sure you do have your marketing funnel set up and you do have your web page monetized and that your content is top quality so people enjoy what you offer. Okay? You want to capture your visitors into an autoresponder because your list that you create is probably your biggest asset in your online business. Emailing your list gives you repeat traffic. So if you're spending time or money getting that traffic, when and building a list, you email them, you're getting repeat traffic. It's making, it's like getting twice the amount of traffic, or at least building that relationship with the existing people and that you already have. If you send traffic directly to an offer, you could make some money. However, you're going to find yourself constantly coming up with new campaigns just to make more money. Okay? And what I mean by that is you're sending traffic. Say you have a pay-per-click ad and you're sending traffic to an offer. If they don't buy what you got, you've lost that person forever. Like, they're gone. You don't know who they are, and you had to pay for that traffic. So it's like you might as well capture them as a lead and build a relationship with them. You know they're interested in your niche if they clicked on your ad, and you can send them through your marketing funnel and build an autopilot income stream. Okay, because your marketing funnel is, and your autoresponder, that's set up. They join your email list and they go through your marketing funnel. It doesn't matter when they signed up. You've got that all set up in place so they go through the same sequence. And you have certain parts of your sequence monetized. So on day 3, for example, and day 17 that you have a monetized email blast or whatever, and it's autopilot. You don't even have to be there. If you have consistent traffic pouring in, you're going to make money on autopilot. So if you guys have reoccurring traffic methods in place, you'll have fresh leads daily entering your marketing funnel and making you money. Free versus paid traffic. Which is better? There is no right answer to that. It depends on the individual and which point of your business you're at. Okay, so free traffic, you pay with time. Building a free traffic source usually takes time to build up, and you're usually waiting for that traffic to come in. Paid traffic will come mostly immediately, depending on the traffic source, but if you don't know the value of your visitors, you could easily overspend and lose money. You can pay someone to do the task required to build free traffic methods, so technically it's free traffic, but you are paying someone to build that for you. And paid traffic is good to test something out, such as a new offer, how responsive people are to your freebie, finding out what your opt-in rate is, or quickly finding out the value of your visitors. So you can send a bunch of paid traffic right away, and you can test out, conversions and numbers and stuff, and then you can pause those paid campaigns once you've sent enough traffic out to determine something. It depends on how much time you have as an individual or how much money you have put aside. So if you don't have any money, obviously you want to focus on free traffic methods at first and then get into paid. If you have a lot of money, doesn't mean you just throw money at your business and it's going to all of a sudden work for you. Okay, you have to have everything else in place, and you have to know the value of your visitors so you're not actually losing money on your paid traffic campaigns. So I've compiled a list here of traffic tactics, and these are free traffic methods. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through quickly through each one, and then I'm going to demonstrate an example of a couple. So first we have article marketing. And article marketing, basically you write an article and you submit it to article directories, And because these article directories already have authority and they're getting, traffic already, there's the chances that people will find your article and they'll go through your article and you can link back to your website and get traffic through the link back, or people will publish the article they found on the article directory on their own website, and the next thing you know, you could be getting traffic from a different website who published your article. Now, the problem with article marketing that you have to think about if you do it is if you decide to submit, a blog post of yours as into an article directory, you want to make sure that everything you write ends up on your website first, and that the search engines have indexed that. Because if they find your content on an article directory first, they're going to filter out yours as duplicate content. So you want to avoid duplicate content. There is one way to reuse the content you've come up with by using an article spinner, and that is rewords your article and changes it up so that way the search engines don't detect that it's the same article. It basically spins it up, and you have to go through and change a few things so that way it's not duplicating content. So that's article marketing. Forum marketing. Forum marketing, you want to sign up for a forum, or maybe go to a forum that you're already involved in, and add value to the forum, and get yourself involved in the conversations happening. Post a new thread. But the good thing about forum marketing is that you just edit your signature to include a link back to your website. Okay, then there's video marketing. And video marketing could mean a lot of things, but a basic way to explain this would be, coming up with videos, creating videos yourself, and then submitting them to video directories. Okay, video directories such as YouTube. They host videos, so you submit your video and you include certain keyword tags in your video, and in hopes that people will find your video based on those tags. And then what you do is you put a link under the video leading back to your website. Or if you're making a video and submitting it, you can include a link in the video. They can't click on that link if it's YouTube, so you want to include one under the video as well, but you could at least have saying at the end of your video saying visit this domain.com. Blog commenting. Blog commenting, if done correctly and done with good intentions, can drive some quality traffic. A lot of people unfortunately spam this tactic, and you will want to avoid doing that. Okay, so if you are a regular visitor of a certain blog in your niche and you enjoy the content, say, hey, I really did enjoy this content, and you can add in your own perspective and opinions and add value to that post. Okay, you want to make sure you're adding value to the post, and usually you can include your website in there, so that way if people are scrolling past the blog post and they're looking at the comments and they see a comment, they start reading your comment going, okay, this is additional value, and then they see, they can click on your name, and your name is linked back to your website. SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. And basically that's optimizing your post on your website to rank in the search engines. So when people type a certain keyword into Google, for example, you want to be ranked on the first page or number one, so you get the most amount of traffic through the search engines. That's a big topic. I'm not going to dive into that one today. There's a lot to learn in SEO, and hopefully I'm going to teach you guys that later in my newsletter, so stay tuned down the road for more information on how to do that, because search engine traffic is high quality. Email marketing. So if you've been capturing your leads and building a list, like I said earlier, this is repeat traffic. You send, every time you have a new blog post, you send it out to your list, and then they'll click on the link in their email and they'll go back to your website. Social media. Okay, this is for example like Twitter and Facebook. So you could build a Twitter account around your business, and you could tweet out, anytime you guys have something to say, or you've got a new blog post, you can post your link. Or on Facebook, these social media sites, you don't want to come off spammy either. Yahoo Answers, basically Yahoo Answers is answering people's questions, and Yahoo is just one example. People ask questions, and you can go there and give them a solid answer and solve their problem, but maybe you can elaborate in a blog post. So you can give them a quick answer, but say further explained in this blog post here, and provide a link back to where they can go through and visit your website to get more answers. Joint venture partnerships. So this is when you team up with other people and say, hey, I'll email my list about something, a product you're launching or something like that, if you do the same to mine. So basically you guys are sharing traffic that you've built. That's one way. And then there's guest posting, and that is you being the poster, where you go to someone else's website and you say, okay, I'm going to write you an article, and you can publish it on your website, providing you give a link back to me. So, you can answer something that hasn't been answered on their website before, or anything like that. Some examples of paid traffic. We've got search engine pay-per-click, and that is when you are on the search engines such as Google. They have ads on the sidebar or at the very top of the search results or the bottom, and you pay for your ad to show up when people type in a certain keyword. And it becomes a bidding war. Basically, if people are bidding on the same keyword, the price goes up. So you want to bid on keywords that are not too general, like health. You know what I mean? Like, a big company is going to be able to afford to bid on a word like health. So you want to be something more specific, include key phrases, a couple more words than just one. You'll have less traffic, but at the same time it's more precise. Okay, then there's Facebook pay-per-click, and if you're on Facebook, which everyone and their mom is, you've seen the ads on the side, and you can bid based on certain demographics and stuff like that for your ad to show up on the side. And you pay per click, or you can pay per 1,000 impressions of your ad. It's also a bidding system. Okay, and then there is media buys. And by that I mean, you're on websites, you're browsing around the internet, and you see banner ads all over the place. Okay, banner ads, one example of a media buy. And you pay the website owner or the network that provides the websites with that advertising. You pay to have your banner put in place on those websites. And some websites have tons of traffic, and it's super relevant to what your niche is. So obviously having a good banner placement on a super targeted website would drive quality traffic. Solo ads. Okay, solo ads is where you pay someone to email their list about something. So you're paying someone. It's not necessarily a joint partnership where you guys are doing something for each other. This is where you're paying someone to email out their list for you. Pay-per-view, PPV. And PPV is basically a traffic source where people have accepted the terms to download something for free, like a free screensaver or wallpaper or something like that. And it'll install a toolbar or something like that. And the networks that run PPV, what they do is you can target a certain domain, like let's just say CNN or NHL.com. You want your ad to pop up when people visit NHL.com. So you target that domain. It's also a bidding system, but it's not crazy bids like you see on the search engines. So basically, you're in a little bidding war, and it can be expensive or it can be dirt cheap depending on how you go about it. It costs money to get into PPV networks, so just keep that in mind. It's not one of the traffic sources you want to dive into right away if you don't have money. And basically, your ad will pop up, over the domain that you've targeted. So if someone goes to NHL.com, your ad will literally pop up right in front of them. But people have agreed to those terms. They've agreed that, yeah, I want my free stuff, but I will agree to you advertising to me once in a while. Okay, then there's mobile marketing, and you've seen ads in apps, and there's a mobile advertising network, and you can have your ads be shown, and that's fast traffic, but it might not necessarily be the type of traffic you're looking for an online business. But it's obviously mobile is, the future, and it's super big, and it's one thing you want to think about getting into, but not right away. Okay, don't think too much about all these traffic sources. I'm just giving you guys some examples. And then there's offline classifieds and display ads. So obviously any type of offline advertising you could think of would apply into this category, but one example would be, say there's a magazine in your niche. Okay, you could pay to have your advertisement in that magazine, and the ad in the magazine could be telling them to visit a certain website of yours. Say you have a certain offer or something like that, you could advertise it in a magazine. I wanted to show you guys a quick example of forum marketing, and I'm at the www.warriorforum.com, and this is the #1 internet marketing forum. So this is a good place to find anything and everything about internet marketing, discussion with other internet marketers. But I just wanted to show you an example of a forum signature, and I know that people on this website are always using it, so it's just the first thing I thought of. I'm going to click on the main internet marketing discussion forum, and by the way, if you guys want to contact me on here, this is my nickname right here. Replies, just going to sort it by most popular, just so it's easy. So I'm just going to click on this thread here. It's also a great website just to, like, if you're new, you can post a new thread and ask a question in the general discussion. Usually you'll get some answers pretty quickly. Okay. Well, this is a big post. Okay, so this is, see this line here? Okay, that's the end of his post. Now this here is his signature. So he even has an image, and that leads to, you can see the bottom left corner, it says offlinetoolkit.com. And he's got multiple links in his signature. So he's promoting multiple things in his signature, and every time he makes a post, that is in your post automatically. See, again, this guy made another post automatically in his post. I'm just going to find someone else who's doing it too. See, this guy has no signature. This guy here, just a simple signature. My blog plus cool stuff is this link right here. So that's one way that you guys can get traffic, is by participating in a forum and just having your link in your signature. And to quickly add that, I'll show you. Forums are different, so the layout of your forum might be different, but usually you go to the user control panel and you are profile, one of the two, and then you hit edit signature, and your signature says I'm going to highlight that and add in a link. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So I'm going to preview my signature. Okay, that's the preview up top. So that's what it will look like every time I make a post. So I'm just going to save my signature. And that's how you guys do forum marketing. It's don't go out and specifically just spam the forums trying to get your links all over the place. Okay, very natural participation in the conversation. and you will notice that some people are going to click through. Okay, I'm going to show you everyone's favorite social media site, Facebook, and how to do a pay-per-click ad. On the right-hand side, you can see some ads. Okay, these are your pay-per-click ads that other people are advertising, and I'm going to show you how to go in and make a good Facebook ad for yourself. So click on the ads on the left there. Okay, create an ad. Okay, so external URL. So this is the landing page that you want the people to land on once they click through your ad. So I'm just going to say my domain right now. Title, okay, of your ad. So let's just say make money online. Body, okay, so you want to write some good copy. Okay, remember when I was talking about copywriting? This is where it also comes important because the better your click-through rate, okay, the cheaper your ads will be. Because it is a bidding system, and when you set your maximum bid, okay, if you have a higher click-through rate, they're going to use your ad more. Why? Because you're going to get more clicks. So they're going to show your ads first at a lower click-through rate. Why does it say res.com for title? Okay, not the best title or copy, I know. I don't want to sit here and think too much about it because I'm not actually going to run this ad right now. Okay, so this is a preview of what your ad's going to look like on the sidebar when it shows up to people. Location, okay, you can target any country you want. So let's say I want the United States as well. United Kingdom, why not? Age, what's the demographics of the people you're trying to market to? This is why this is important. So, you know, 18 to 34, both male and female. Interest, precise interest. Now this one's gold when you're marketing because you know when someone likes something on Facebook, okay, this is their interest, and you can target those people. So an example is in my Twitter following. I had Jonathan Budd. I'm just gonna put that in again. If I don't know how to spell his name. It's embarrassing. I really don't. Okay, so let's just put Mike Dillard. He's in the network marketing, internet marketing industry. So that's who I feel like targeting. You can add more. Let's just say blogging, video blogging. I don't know, people that like video blogging. Say I had a video course. So now it's showing my estimated reach in the top right corner. How many people, sorry, with these demographics and interest. Okay. So advanced demographics, if you want to get into this. Education and workplace, if you want to get into that. Campaign, pricing, and scheduling. So create a new campaign. Campaign name is going to be blogging, for example. Budget per day. Lifetime budget. So you guys can set once I'm spent through $10 and the campaign. Or once I spend $10 per day Once it hits $10 for the day, it will stop, and then the next day it will continue. Okay, and you can click these little question marks beside to get more information. Run my campaign continuously starting today. Okay, this is where pricing comes down to pay for impressions. That's per 1,000 impressions, CPM. So if you want your ad just shown 1,000 times, then you will pay the determined max bid or the lowest bid, actually, depending on what other people are bidding, but this is your maximum bid that you're willing to pay. But for starters, get started with pay per click, okay? Then you know exactly what you're paying per click, and you don't pay for 1,000 impressions if no one clicks on it. And this gives you a suggested bid. So what I recommend is to get your ads approved. Definitely pick something even what they suggest to you. And once your ad's approved, come back into your ad and lower it down. Okay, and if your ad is not getting any impressions, then you want to bump it up a cent or 2 cents. And if it's still not getting impressions, bump it up a cent or 2 cents until you start getting impressions. That way, you guys are getting impressions for the lowest possible. And then you hit, you can hit review ad. It just goes a quick overview of what your ad is, and then hit place order. And they're gonna have to review your ad. And right now, the approval process sometimes take a day, it might take 2 days, it might take an hour. It all depends on how many ads they have to approve. If you're creating an ad under the same campaign, just a new ad, that helps the approval process. Definitely go through the advertising guidelines. I don't want to sit here and explain everything, so make sure you click the advertising guidelines. If they don't approve your ad and you're going to go, I wonder why, odds are you didn't follow their guidelines. And last thing I wanted to say is, when you guys are making a Facebook advertising account, okay, make a new account. Don't use your existing Facebook account with all your friends on it. Why? Because if Facebook suddenly changes their advertising guidelines and they're all of a sudden like, oh, we don't want to let people promote money making online or anything like that, or we don't want affiliate marketers promoting their stuff, okay, they won't ban your account. This has happened on Google AdWords. What's called the Google slap. They instantly started banning any affiliate marketer, network marketer, internet marketer, just for promoting affiliate links and stuff like that. So create a new account, and that way also you're not, you know, creating campaigns, but then you get distracted by what's going on your news feed with all your friends and all that, or you're sitting in your little chat box chatting to friends. So that's all I want to say, is just make a separate account for your advertising. When you're starting a new Facebook advertising account, you guys can get cheaper advertising budgets. I'm gonna find a website for you guys. I'm not sure what it is, but I remember when I got started, you can, if you're a new Facebook advertiser, you can get like $50 advertising budget for like $10. Instead of spending actually $50 to get started or whatever, you can get a big budget for a new account. So I will try and find a link for you guys where you can buy these Facebook ad vouchers, and then you guys can add that into your advertising account, because when you set this up, you have to set up a payment option, and I think mine's just through PayPal. So basically, at the end of the campaign or whatever, they'll charge my my PayPal, and I have funds in there, so it's just easily to go through. But I'll definitely hook you guys up with that link, because you want to get the most, and because when you're getting started, odds are you're just going to tweak your campaigns and you might burn through a little bit of money. So it definitely helps having that free budget, an extra $50 or whatever it is for advertising, just to get used to it and all that. So I'm going to put a link under the video to where you guys can find those ad vouchers. That's key to saving some money. That leads us to today's action steps. So today I want you to choose one, maybe two traffic tactics that we've talked about, and I want you to implement it into your business. So I want you to set up and get yourself familiar with the traffic source you choose. And what I mean by that, guys, is I want you to literally go ahead and set up a campaign. If you're doing Facebook pay-per-click, set up an ad. Put a $5 budget for the day. Run your ad, see what happens. Like, expect to lose a couple bucks, whatever. Test it out, get yourself familiar with it. If you're doing article marketing, submit an article. Like, go ahead and do that. So tomorrow is the last day of our 7-day e-course, and we are going to talk about tracking certain elements of your business, scaling up your business, and outsourcing things that maybe you don't want to do or you'd rather pay someone to do. Okay, that's not everything that you're going to get from us. So just stay tuned to our newsletter, and we're going to give you further teachings on how to do more things in the internet marketing realm. And I'll see you tomorrow.